Sitting in another location. So I'm looking for something here that was weirdly strange metal sample. Let's see. That's a bunch of them. That's a fair sized drill bit, and this thing I remember very sharp on the cracked ends, but like old rubber. No rust. Years ago. But looks rusty here. I wonder what's going on with this metal sample. Now, some of the samples that people buy from me, say that they are still moving around by themselves. And they detected other weird movements. Here's another one that blew up. Wow, that's... Now, I put these in the target area, thinking nothing will happen to them, but they did, unfortunately. They're good drill bits. Here's one that was a bowl that floated into a chunk of brass, I believe. The reason it looks like this, I cut it up for analysis by different people and also sold parts of it. So, yeah, Bob Greener's video on time dilation and other things got me kind of looking back on these samples. Oh, okay, well, here's a pair of tin snips that sort of wanted to go into a knot. These are multicolored. This is sort of a copper color. This is a light brass color. This is whatever this material, I think it's steel, but it's all a different color. These are still available on eBay if you want to buy them, but I don't have no use for this stuff, really. Scientists have a use for it, but not me. I don't know what to do with it. Here's another odd piece. I guess the other half of this piece here that I cut in half. Looking for things that Bob Greener talks about. He'd be better at spotting stuff better than I am. Feels very heavy, and that's interesting. Heavy. Yeah. What else is in here? A bunch of them. Another drill bit. It's all happened around the same time in a month or so. Of course, they were dull drill bits anyway to start with. I couldn't really use them for anything, and this one is... These are a big piece, and I could save this by cutting this part off and using this for something. But I think it's... I don't know, I have to take a file to it and see if it's soft. cut it off here, I could use it as a Morris taper adapter. Gee, I should try that tomorrow. I got time. I'm always looking for those machine tool parts. Here's another one that went weird too. I don't know. I have no idea what it was. I think this was a test sample. But this was sitting on something and it's just turned mush. Like sitting on something. Impress whatever it was in the back of this thing. I think it was bar stock that somebody cut in half. They would do that, cut a sample up into weird patterns, give it to me and see what happens to it. Sold some of those clients on eBay, customers. They were made that way, they were cut. And they wanted to see if there was an antenna reaction or whatever it was a long time ago. Or their own metal sample. We'll leave them with me. If anything happens, we'll see what happens. Here's another one. I'll find out tomorrow if these are hardened steel, and I'll cut this off. Save these Morris taper attachments. And this piece broke into multiple sections with big long wrenches. This pop, 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 pop. Spread apart, slightly magnetic. Thought I had the other end of it somewhere here, but anyway. Oh, is that ever magnetic? What the hell? What's going on? Oh, I see. So the sample would be laying down a pop sound kind of thing, and they spread apart and they're slightly magnetic. Anyway, I gotta get ready to go, but I was wanted to check something inspired by Bob Greener's video. He looks at things quite differently than I would. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, gotta get ready to go, so I'll put these away. They are for sale, they're dirt cheap. Only a couple $100 each. Buy them all from me, so I can get them out into public domain. Tested and all that stuff. Thanks, guys. Off to the races I go. They're all in here, these 50 pounds now. A lot of people bought these and they're quite happy with them. Okay, I'm gonna go.